Hello, Baby Bruce Jr. here, and welcome back to the Wheel of Legends. I was now level 2 in every one of the main 3 factions, and set out today to get level 3. I'd be getting my loot through the means of one of the rarest and hardest to duplicate methods in the game. I'm talking about flotsams. But before I get into explaining just why a flotsam, no picture available, is such a difficult method to obtain loot from, let me answer the question that is on everyone's mind. What is a flotsam? Well, I was asking myself the same thing, so I loaded up the Google machine and it told me a flotsam is the wreckage of a ship or its cargo found floating on or washed up by the sea. In Sea of Thieves, supposedly this is barrels floating in the water, usually with a couple of pieces of loot, so this should be easy to do. Spot the seagulls, get the loot, bada bing, bada boom. Unfortunately, Old Man Rare had other plans for me. I began my adventure today at Ancient Spire Outpost, and after mere minutes of sailing, I spotted some birds on the horizon. Once I got to the seagulls, there was no sign of loot or barrels anywhere. Something was wrong. Pranked by the gulls and made a fool out of, I went on my way and soon enough I spotted another flock of birds. Maybe this was gonna be it. A brig coming from the north slightly intercepted my path, but we passed each other as we were both on missions that didn't involve each other. Yet. This second set of birds would surely have barrels and just the right amount of loot for me to level up. But alas, nothing. Again. I was experiencing a bug that literally made my task today impossible. Thinking that maybe I'd have better luck if I had more pirates around me, I decided to sail on over and befriend the brigantine parked at Crook's Hollow. I immediately knew I was going to like them when they sent me up the firework that only Friends of Golden Sands box use. That's right, the Captain Briggsy firework. Do you know what a flotsam is?
Yeah, it's just floating in the water.
I explained to my new friends what I was doing and that I had gone to 2 flotsams already with nothing floating at them.
I've had that happen too, where you see the seagulls flying above and I go to them and there's nothing there.
There's nothing.
So I don't know if it's a percentage thing or if it's random or how that works.
Well, what are you guys up to?
We just gotta... we're doing one of the tall tales. We gotta find a skeleton chest on this island.
Okay. Is it? I saw you guys shoot up the Captain Briggsy,
it's
firework.
that mission.
You're doing the Cursed Rogue?
Yeah.
Oh man, she's an icon. Have you met her yet? For those unfamiliar, I once spent a little bit of time with Captain Briggsy, so I have a deep love for all things Cursed Rogue and couldn't resist tagging along for the tall tale.
No, I think the last guy dropped a key, so the chest should be in here somewhere. Got it.
We left Crook's Hollow wanting to leave no trace and then sailed towards Plunder Outpost, keeping my eye on the horizons for any flotsams.
That's a rock.
Big rock right there. We're gonna hit it! We're gonna hit it! God!
Time to slow
No!
turn.
No! Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, that was a close one, Captain. Upon arriving at Plunder Outpost, I noticed a sloop parked on the merchant dock side of the island. It wasn't my respawn ship, since it didn't have the Alliance flag up. I went to investigate. How are you? It's nice to see you. Hello! Oh, you guys are selling. You're good, you're good, you're good. You're good. You can sell. You can sell. You're okay. Hi. That goes to the gold hoarder. Yep, there you go. Look at that mustache. Isn't that incredible?
Nice.
So thick. It's great. With my brig friends now in possession of the possessed compass, we said goodbye to our friends and sailed off to an unknown island. Sailing first through a storm, and then the rain parted and directly in front of us we saw it. A flotsam. I could smell the fresh loot in barrels, but my eyes were too focused on the birds. Me and the rest of the crew had failed to look up and see we were entering the skeleton fleet. Unsure of what was to come, we quickly closed our distance with the supposed flotsam, only to find once again not a single thing in the water. Irritated and ready to take out the anger on something, we decided to finish off the skeleton sloop that appeared as part of the fleet. Mid-fight, it hit me. The Google machine had described a flotsam as the wreckage of a ship or its cargo, so the loot floating from the skeleton ship would count. We made quick work of it. While waiting for the loot to pop up, the crew was growing impatient.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Go do what you have to do. Are you not grabbing stuff?
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Oh,
It'll pop
you
up
don't
and
need
you
to
can
yell at
harpoon
me.
it.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
You don't need to yell at me, Captain. I'm joking.
Oh. With my task complete, it was time to take down Briggsy, who was waiting for us at Cannon Cove. Pull her back up. Did you guys want to be over in the cove? I can move the ship over there if you guys want to start getting in on her.
Yeah, maybe a little easier.
Okay. I'll bring it over then. See you guys never! I'm just kidding. I know I was joking, but the fact that these guys had trusted me enough to park their ship and not run off with it was such a high compliment. That compliment was completely uprooted when I went to edit this video a few weeks later and heard this said about me while I was AFK on their ship to take my dog outside.
What are you doing out here? You gonna come help us? He switched over his chatter, this guy here. He did, yeah. He's standing on the boat, but he's not listening to me, which means I think he's calling in a party to come steal our Something about these guys, I don't know.
But I had no idea they'd speculated about me, so upon returning, I went to go and help them with Briggsy as best as I could. I did have to play a bit scared though, because if I died and wasn't rezzed by any of them, I'd be sent all the way back to my sloop, and I was unsure where the respawn point was and didn't want to have to deal with trying to sail back. Shots everywhere, rain pouring down. Things were getting heated when... Can someone res me? Otherwise I'm gonna be sent back to my ship. Ah! If not, that's okay.
Did you miss?
Oh no! Oh man! Ah!
Stay back!
They pulled off probably one of the craziest PvE reses I've ever seen in Sea of Thieves. I barely made it out of this one.
I've got her coming towards the ship now. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You guys have any tips in the future for anyone that wants to kill Captain Briggsy? Any advice?
Definitely get her down to the beach.
Take
Get her
Briggsy down to
as
the
early
beach,
as you can.
right? Do a beach
Yeah.
day. Bring the umbrellas, break
Yeah.
out the sunblock. Each Sea of Thieves adventure reminds me just how beautiful this game is, and I'm not talking just about the graphics, but in its moments. Had I gone out, found loot and flotsams, and headed back to the outpost, I wouldn't have met these incredible people. And perhaps the flotsams spawned by the seas were empty because, to this crew, I was the flotsam this whole time. Maybe we're all flotsams, just wreckage of the ship we call life, found floating on the sea. With that thought on my mind, my brig pals wrapped up the cursed rogue, and I sold some of my flotsam loot from the skeleton ship and got to level 3 in each of the main 3 factions. So I'm sure you're wondering, how will Baby Bruce Jr. get to level 4? Well, let's bring in the Wheel of Legends, give it a spin, and check it out. I never got to play Sea of Thieves on day 1, but I'm glad I'm gonna have the opportunity next time on the Wheel of Legends.